Happy Blissful Day, Master Manifestors, and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, my name is Gabriel.
And my name is Kylie.
And in today's video, we want to share with you how to use the law of acceptance to multiply your income. The law of acceptance to multiply your income. So what is the law of acceptance? It's just the law of assumption. It's basically you choosing whatever you want to manifest and accept that you have it now. So whether that's you wanting to actually multiply your income. And for example, you're like, okay, if you have like a certain amount in your bank account and you're like, okay, I desire to multiply that amount. And then you just accept that you now have it. Simple as that. You know, nothing needed. It's simply just a choice. Because some of our subscribers asked us, so how do you accept that you have it now? How do you accept that you have it now, baby?
Yeah, and you know, one of our favorite examples to kind of show that it's not that hard to accept. It's, you know, for us, we like the example of going to get a cup of coffee or going to get a latte or hot chocolate, whatever you like. You know, you go to the coffee shop, you order it, you accept that it's done, and you just have to wait. You trust that the barista is the expert, that they're going to make your coffee or they're going to make your latte. You know that it's already done. You might not have it at that moment, but you trust and you accept. Okay, I've placed my order and it's a done deal.
Yeah.
That's it. And so it's that same level of acceptance that you want to get to say, okay, I've placed my order. I want to double my income. That's my order. And I've accepted that it's a done deal. And it's done.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times we try to overcomplicate it, where we look for signs. Oh, but it's not done yet. I could say, oh, like I ordered a coffee and be like, well, where's your coffee? You don't have it. It's like, no, but I've ordered it. I know it's a done deal.
Indeed.
I might not have it right at this moment in the 3D, but it's done. And it's that same way that we need to almost unlearn that way where we're so dependent on the 3D to show us, oh, well, there's it right there. Now I have it.
Yeah.
The same way, like I said, when you order your coffee, the second you order your coffee, you don't have a coffee. You know, there's this process where you have your coffee, you enjoy your life, you stand there, maybe you talk to someone, you check your phone, you're just being, and next thing you know, yep, Kylie, you have a coffee, oh, there you go, and it's done deal.
Done deal. Manifestation is so simple. It's, okay, what do you want? What do you really, really want? Okay, now that you're clear, accept that you have it. That's how simple it is. Accept that you have it. The challenge is we have to unlearn the past conditioning, because our minds tell us, no, it can't be that simple. I have to do X, Y, Z. And then our mind tells us, though, but how is it going to come? How is it going to come? And you're now trying to figure out how, instead of enjoying the now. Yes. We try to figure out the how instead of enjoying the now. Most of our clients that we work with, they know exactly what to do. But where we come in is to help them to unlearn the past conditioning and to remind them that, hey, you are not your body and you're also not your mind. You are the power that's actually shining through or animating your body. And that power is infinite and limitless. So there's no limitations. There's no blocks. There's nothing within that power that can actually stop you from having what you desire. The only problem is the past conditioning that we've been, taught since we came to this planet. But the law of acceptance is so simple. Another example I can give you guys is when you order something online, you're like, okay, well, I want X, Y, Z. And the moment you accept what you wanted, you then obviously take out your card details, you purchase, you know that it's a done deal. It's going to arrive. And whether that's the following day or a couple of days or a couple of weeks, but you know that it's done. You don't even fret and worry about the how. You know that it's done. You actually trust in that system. But now the problem is, a lot of us, including myself, I never used to trust the God within me. I never used to trust the I am within me. I never used to trust the awareness, the consciousness within me. I tried to freaking do it on my own. But now, thank God, I've tested the power within me, and now I actually trust that it's working. Because I've tested it not once, not twice, not 100 times, not 500 times, thousands of times. And now I can tell you that, hey, I can look into your eyes and say, hey, the power that is within you is limitless and it's infinite. Just give it a try. Test it and see what happens.
And I think the other part, it's not just about unlearning, the way we've assumed things work, that, until it's in the 3D, then, it doesn't matter. But it's also, when I think back to when I started learning about manifestation, and it seemed so easy, and I could manifest left, right, center, because I didn't overcomplicate it. I didn't know all these tools, these methods, everyone's different theories. I just thought, okay, I can create my own reality. And that's what I did. It was only as my journey progressed that it's like, oh, here's this new tool. Here's this new meditation. Here's this new, technique. That also started to overcomplicate things for me. And I just felt so overwhelmed by this information, and am I doing it right, and blah, blah, blah. But when I just took a step back and went back to the very first kind of manifestations, when I first started learning about manifestation and becoming aware that I can actually create my circumstances, I didn't fret about anything. I didn't worry about using a tool or technique. I just thought, okay, Gabriel told me, just imagine seeing something there. And I would just imagine seeing two birds land. Next thing you know, two birds are there. I've shared before with my skin, just see perfect skin when you look in the mirror. Feel perfect skin when you touch your face. And I did that, and it was done. I didn't have to worry about, am I, doing enough? Am I not doing enough? Am I overdoing things? None of those things mattered. And I think that's where we also have to get back to the simplicity of manifestation. Because like we said, you're a master manifester. You've always been manifesting your whole life. And before you even knew about manifestation, you were manifesting. And you didn't do affirmations. You didn't do, maybe you did meditations, maybe for a different purpose. You didn't do visualizations. You were just manifesting because that's our true nature. And so I think when we get back to simplifying it and just accepting that things are what they are, that's when we see so much progress.
Exactly. And that's why the book that I written, which is titled Become a Master at Manifesting. Before I wrote that book, I told myself, I want to write it in such a way that a 5-year-old can understand it. I want it to be as simple as that, because the law is simple. We don't have to overcomplicate it. And guess what? The number one comment and compliment that we always get is, wow, Gabriel, the book is so simple, concise, and practical. It's like a Bible on just to simplify the law and just to accept that it is a done deal. Because that's how simple it is. And if you're interested in the book, you can find all details in the description below. But I want to give you guys another example of acceptance. Suppose that it is your birthday today. And let's just say, suppose that you're 30 years old and it's your birthday today and you're turning 31. You know that the moment it's your birthday, you accept your new age. You're like, oh yeah, I'm 31. You now identify as 31. You no longer identify as 30. You now identify as 31. without any questions, without how, without this, that, any other, even though you don't feel like 31, but you still identify as 31, and you're like, yeah, boom. Now, similarly, I want you right now to have a look at your bank balance and just accept that you've now doubled it. If you have like 500, 1,000, 500,000, whatever in your bank balance right now, just see in your first eye, God's eye, your imagination. Just see with your 4D eyes that it's doubled. And accept that it is doubled. And whenever it comes to your mind, you just remind yourself that it has been doubled. And you express your gratitude that it has been doubled. And let me tell you what will happen is the 3D will automatically conform to your new acceptance. Whether you love it or like it, you don't have to do anything. Because the real world, the real reality is in your mind. It's in your imagination. Now, whatever you accept in your imagination reflects. Whatever you accept right now will reflect in your imagination. Whether you like it or love it. That's how powerful the law of acceptance is.
And I love it because you don't have to worry about how. You're not like, oh, but my job would never give me more money. Okay, maybe it won't come from your job, or maybe it will. It doesn't matter how it's going to come. You've accepted that you've made double your income, and that's that. You can allow, your inner self, God self, universe, whatever you want to call it, allow that to worry about the how. You don't have to worry about how that's going to come. The same way when you place your order for coffee, you're not worried about how are they making your coffee. You're just like, hey, I trust you. You're going to make a nice cup of coffee. And you just enjoy it. And it's that same way where, you said, okay, I've doubled my income. And that's that. You don't have to worry about how it's going to come. And that's again another way where we overcomplicate manifestation. Where we try to figure out the how, where we say, my income can only be doubled through my job or through my business. Or I can only find happiness through this relationship. Whereas when we let go of the how, it also lets go of so much stress in manifestation.
Forget about the how and enjoy the
now.
Forget about the how and enjoy the now. So what does it mean to enjoy the now? What do you like enjoying in your life? Do you love reading? Do that. Do you love watching TV? Do that. Do you love gossiping? Do that. Do you love spending time in nature? Do that. Do you love listening to music? Do that. It's time for you to enjoy your human experience again. Do not let manifestation take control of your life. Your job, I don't even want to call it your job, your delight. Your delight, which is celebration, your celebration or celebration work, if you will, is to accept that you have it now. Boom, done.
It's like a shopping spree that you don't have to spend any money. You just pick out what you want, and then your God self says, okay, and the God self swipes the card, here you go, swipes the card, here you go. You don't have to pay for anything. You just pick what you want, and it's a done deal.
Exactly. Forget about the how and enjoy the now. Let us know how you guys going to enjoy the now, right? Let us know in comments below. How are you going to enjoy the now? Knowing that it is a done deal.
Yeah. And having said that, thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Like we said, if you, how are you enjoying the now? Comment below. If you have other questions, comment below. We love interacting with you all. We get a lot of our video ideas from our comments. So please do that. And if you're interested in our coaching options or our courses, you can find everything linked below, including Gabriel's book that he mentioned.
And as always, keep smiling and enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your blissful day. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.